Hello everyone, I welcome everyone to the second class 2 of your geotechnical engineering. In the previous class what we have learned? We have learnt about the introduction of the soil mechanics and total introduction of different types of soils available in the different areas of the India, which type of soil is available in the different types of different parts of the country where the soil is available and which one is suitable for the construction and which one is suitable for the agricultural purpose. Now we will be studying about this. See, I have already told you soil is not the simple structure. So for whenever we are going for the construction, you will be having a simple you will be having a beams, columns, you will be having a one design structure and one part of that. But here the soil is complex in nature. Soil is complex in nature. Unless you will find the composite material of your soil, you will not be able to find out the which type of loads it can sustain before the construction. Until and whatever the composite material present in the your soil, until and unless if you find that, then only you will be able to find out that which type of loads it can, under which type of loads this soil can sustain. So for finding this, where geoengineers have already devised how the soil has been classified. So what we will be telling, soil is classified into 3 types. You people may be having the doubt. That how madam soil will look simply, So here soil will be having 3 types. One is solid, one more is liquid, one more is gaseous, So by using this, first we will be going to find out about the 3-phase diagram of your 3-phase diagram of the soil. You people may be having the doubt. 3-phase diagram of the soil. You people may be having the doubt that madam soil looks very simple in nature. You are saying that soil will be consisting of a composite material. Soil is a composite one. So see here, for example, if you are seeing this one, you people will be saying this is consolidated. It looks like a consolidated one, and you people, madam is telling that here it is looking like a mass, So here what I am telling, if I show like this, madam, it looks like a composite material. It looks like a simple material, and you are saying that a composite material, See here, I am saying that in this voids are present, means there is some space. If I am saying it is a complex material, when I break it into the then automatically the space will be created. So here I am telling there is a space between the material, but you guys may not agree with that. See here, I am using the water, I am filling, but whenever I will fill the water, it will not stay here, it will not rest on the top, it starts percolating inside. If it starts percolating inside, what will happen? It means there is a space. See here, there is the space. See here, there is the space inside here. So what I am saying, whatever the soil you are using, that is the combination of solids. See here, These are the soil solids. These are the soil solids. As I have said you, soil will not, if we break that complex material, what will happen? Then the term called consolidation, compaction will comes into the picture. Then what we will be doing? We will be removing all the voids. All the voids which are present inside the soil samples. So right here the space which is here, that are voids. So here the voids are filled with air and water. Air and water. So right, air and water, these are the solids. These are the solids. I hope you guys are understood here. The soil will be consisting of solids and voids. Voids are filled with the air and water. Here what we will be telling, soil water is also known as pore water. Pore water. If all voids filled with water, then that soil is known as saturated. Then that soil is known as saturated soil. Means complete soil is filled with the water, then there will be no chance of air. Right? Only some voids are filled with water. Then that is known as partially saturated soil. So now we will deal with the three-phase diagram of your soil. Three-phase diagram of your soil. Right? Next we will deal with the if all the voids are filled with air, then that soil is known as dry soil. Then that soil is known as dry soil. Now we will go with the three-phase diagram. Three-phase diagram of soil and relationship between volume and weight. Three-phase diagram. Why we are saying three-phase diagram means it is, why we are saying it as a three-phase diagram? Because soil will be consisting of three. Right, see here. This is the idealized soil. This is the idealized soil filled with the soil solids. Voids, soil solids, right? This is the idealized one, right? These are the solids. This is the water and here it is the air. Means whatever the solid samples are there, here we are showing it in the idealized soil. So here see volumetric relation, volume and weight relation. So here I am taking total, here I am taking it as the total volume. So total volume, how it can be defined? This I am taking solids as I am representing solids as the D. Volume of solids, volume of water and here volume of air. In case of volume, here we are considering air as 0. Air will be negligible here. When comes to the total weight, here I am taking it as a WD. Here again I am taking it as a WW and here I am taking it as a in terms of weight. Sorry, here in terms of weight air will be 0 here. So here it will be total weight. So what will be the formula here? V is equal to VD plus VW plus VA. So here from here to here what we are considering it as? I have already told you volume of voids will be always equal to volume of voids will be filled with a volume of water plus volume of air. Remember this one. So see here we are taking it as a from here to here I am taking it as V. Here what will be the total W here? Total W will be equal to weight of solids plus weight of water because WA will be 0 here. W is equal to WD plus WW. Right? Next we will be having the basic definitions here. Please note down everyone here. So write everyone here what we have taken. V is equal to VD plus VW plus VA. So this will be the total volume. Here V is equal to VW plus VA as I have said you earlier. So right now next we will be having the basic definitions for finding the weight and volume relation. Here you need to find out the water content, porosity, degree of saturation, void ratio, right? Air content. So what are the materials and whenever it comes into the contact with the air, water, at that moment which type of definitions are required and relations, that is known as the right. Next one are the basic definitions. I think this is not working. Next one is the basic definitions. Here you have 11 basic definitions. First one is your water content. Second one, void ratio. Third one, porosity. Fourth one, degree of saturation. Saturation is represented with S, degree of saturation. Fifth one is air content. A suffix C. Sixth one is percentage of air voids. That is represented with Na. Seventh one, specific gravity. Capital G. Eighth one, unit weight. Represented with rho y. Ninth one, density index. Tenth one, relative compaction. That is RE. 11th one, swell factor. Right, we will go one by one. Right, first one is water content. Right, first one is water content. Present in the first one is water content present in your soil sample. So water content is equal to weight of water by weight of solids. So here weight of water is WW and weight of solids I am taking here previously what we have taken WD. Right, here water content is always represent in the percentage. So right, whatever you will be getting, that should be in a percentage. Next one is the void ratio. Whenever you are taking the soil sample, you need to collect this one, void ratio. So void ratio is represented with the E. So here what is the void ratio here? Volume of voids by volume of solids. So here VV by VD. Next one we are representing with, this is represented in the decimal. Right, next. Next one is the porosity. Porosity means which you will be getting in your soil sample due to the void ratio. So we will find out the relation between N and E. Here. So see here, porosity is represented with N here. So what you are getting here, N is equal to volume of voids by volume of voids by total volume, volume of voids by total volume. Total volume will be represented with volume of voids plus volume of voids plus volume of solids. So here I am taking the relation between porosity and this one. So volume of voids will be represented with this one. Volume of solids, volume of total volume will be volume of solids plus VV. So what you will be getting here, 1 by VD by VV plus 1. So here VD by VV, VD by when we will be taking, so what it will become, 1 by 1 by E plus 1. So here N is equal to what it will become, E. So this is the relation between porosity, this is the relation between porosity and void ratio. Next one is the degree of saturation. So I have already told you degree of saturation is nothing but whenever the soil gets contact with water. Degree of saturation is equal to volume of water by volume of voids. Volume of voids. If volume of voids, if volume of water is equal to 0, so automatically degree of saturation will also become 0. Then that soil is known as soil is dry, right? If VW is equal to 1, so automatically degree of saturation, if VW is equal to VW is equal to VV, so automatically degree of saturation will become 1. So automatically what will happen? Soil is fully saturated. Soil is fully saturated. So here is the condition. So here is the condition. Please make a note. I will be giving this one in your internal examination. Right. Next one, till now we have studied about the degree of saturation. Next we will study about the air content. So air content is represented with the AC. So here AC is equal to what we have, volume of air content means obviously voids will comes into the picture. Volume of voids will be filled with air or water. Here I am telling volume of air voids by volume of air voids. So I am representing it with A, and volume of voids. So this will be VV. So here VV is equal to VW plus VA. You guys remember this one. So right here I am taking VV is equal to VW plus VA. VW plus VA is equal to, here what I am taking, VV minus VW by volume of voids. So here what it will become, so here what it will become, 1 minus VW by VV. So here what will be this one, VW by VV. So volume of water by volume of voids, that will become a AC is equal to 1 minus S. So this will be degree of saturation. AC is equal to 1 minus S. If we take air content plus degree of saturations will be 1. Air content plus degree of saturation will be 1 here. So right, next one, degree of saturation. Next is the percentage of air voids. Percentage of air voids. So right, that is represented with rho suffix A. Here what is the air voids? Volume of air by total volume of air by total volume, and this is represented in the percentage. So see here, so what it will be, volume of air by total volume into 100. So see here, right, where the 100% removal of air will be, that will be in a consolidation process or compaction, that we will be studying in the further chapters, right. Next one is the specific gravity. I think you guys have heard this one in many terms, that is represented with G. So see here, right, before that I will tell you the relation between percentage of air voids and percentage of air voids and air content, percentage of air voids and air content, relation between percentage of air voids and air content. So here percentage of air voids is equal to how much, into volume of voids by volume of voids. So what will happen here, volume of air by volume of voids will be